Hey guys, thank you for joining us today. Jumping right on in, I have the founder of Martech, Donald Chan, and the founder of Coretal CRM, Jack. Say hello, guys.
Hey, you right, guys?
Hey guys. Hey Gay.
Howdy, howdy. Glad that we could bring everyone here together today, and let's just jump right on in and just start giving everything away. There you go.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
There we go. So, Jack, I know that was something that you and I had talked about. We were trying to make, have some jokes and crack a little quips back and forth. So, guys, real quick, let's just get down to the nitty gritty. So, we're doing giveaways. So, everyone who leaves a comment during the stream, you will be able to get 2 free attendees. And by the way, for everyone here who's actually going to leave a message with us, we're giving 5 free lifetime deals. That's 5 that we're going to give away. We'll do it live on camera. And just stick with us and just leave a comment. That's literally all you have to do. Just leave a comment, and then that enters you to be part of the giveaway. So thank you all for joining us. Hey, yo. Hey there. They're coming in. Hey, guys.
There we go.
Great.
They're coming in.
Fantastic.
What's up?
Hey.
Howdy. The bad thing, guys, and I have to apologize, is that if you don't give StreamYard approval, we don't know who it is. So if by chance you win, but your name says Facebook user, I don't know who to give that to, right? So please give StreamYard permission at streamyard.com/Facebook. I'll put that up on the screen. I'll put that up on the screen for everybody.
There we go. Hola. Hey.
There you go.
Yeah, I can see. I think it's Jeremy Crisp, is it? Just having a look at who we've got.
There you go.
Hey, Pravil. Got Mario asking where the StreamYard link is.
Yep.
Hey.
There it is on the bottom. I'll just have it running across the whole time for the ticker tape. So let's just do that.
StreamYard link is.
Yep. There it is on the bottom. I'll just have it running across the whole time for the ticker tape. Let's just do that. Great minds think alike. There we are. Perfect. No, can't see anybody, but thank you all for joining us. Minds think alike. There we are. Yay.
Got more and more.
That's either Jack. Jack, I'm not sure if that's you, but I'm getting the echo.
Yeah,
so just mute the tab.
I've closed my tab now, so nothing from me.
Go.
There we go.
Mario Gonzalez, hello, thank you. I see you too.
The big man.
There you are.
That's you, isn't it? Crack him.
All right, cool. So let's jump right on in, guys. So again, thank you all. Simon, thank you all for joining us today. Appreciate that. Cool. Let's jump right in. And Jack, I guess let's pretty much continue from where we left off last Friday, right? So let's do a recap of, let's say, the platform, if that's okay with you, Donald. Frequently asked questions, pricing, a brief walkthrough for the people who haven't joined us on Black Friday.
Yep, let's do it, man.
Yeah,
Perfect.
absolutely.
Jack, what is Cortal exactly?
So Cortal is the all-in-one platform to run your business from. So we've got all your business tools that you need. We're continually building it out, and just so you're not having to switch from tool to tool, hack things together, all works seamlessly, all works nicely, and all works together. Saving you time, saving you money, and saving you sort of the heartache of having to switch between everything.
I didn't ask you this on Cyber Friday, Black Friday. What is your most proudest feature?
Our proudest feature really is at the moment is our CRM. So everything integrates into our CRM. It's the focus of where you're running your business from. So everything needs to run out of that, and that's how we work. So core to it is your CRM, and then everything sort of sprouts off from there.
Perfect. You want to give us a brief walkthrough for those of you the people that may not be familiar with it?
Absolutely. I'll just share my screen for you.
Sure.
Okay, where are we? There we go. I'll give it a second just to drop in. So guys, this is Cortal, and welcome to Coretal CRM. So your one-stop shop for your business. So this is, I'll take you through a quick walkthrough and then we'll carry on. So yeah, this is our dashboard. Built our dashboard to give you that really great overview of your business, what you're doing. You can customize it. We've got widgets you can add. We're adding to the widgets all the time. So you can just log on, see your overview of your business and crack on from there. Looking around the screen as well, we've also got the menu. We've got setup all around here. We've got a lovely dark mode that we've added, and we've got video and audio calling built in. So depending on what stack you decide to get, when you have all the team members logged in, they'll show down the list here. Give them a quick call. Now we're all working in that, the remote working style of work and hybrid working. We thought it'd be great just to replace that casual conversation that you have from across the table, asking where we're up to on this, if you've got this document, if you've got that. You can also share your screen straight through Cortal as well. So we've got audio, video, and screen sharing straight through there. So yeah, just moving down out of our CRM. So where we revolve around. So this is really customizable for you. It's for the way you work rather than for us to dictate how you want to work. I think a CRM is a really personal thing. So you can add extra fields, get rid of fields as you want, add drop-down lists, add company locations, and then we've got all these extra custom fields for you. So we've got the default ones for you, the standard stuff, and then we've got all your optional customizable ones. So whether that be adding extra email addresses, extra numbers, because whether an account value, for example, star ratings if you're doing it based on how hot a customer or a lead is, their social media handles, so add them straight in and then click and go straight to them. So it's really, it's up to you how you want to work with your CRM rather than us imposing the way we want or the way we think you should be working. Let's go into, say, Bruce here. Within Bruce, we can see all these details in here, all the custom fields I was talking about. And then if Bruce has any attachments that you want to save, any documents, anything like that. We also have projects. So if we assign Bruce any projects, for example, they're all here. Same with invoices. We've got our Twitter DM feature. So we're building out social features into Cortal. So on our roadmap, we've got LinkedIn messaging and Facebook messaging. We started with Twitter DMs because it's a really social place, really great place to get business through. And you can add in his Twitter account and then start and see your Twitter history, see your message. What's really nice is that because Twitter, you can only see the conversation 30 days back. We cache all your messages for longer than that. So you'll be able to see your history for longer than 30 days, which is a nice feature. And then within the overview as well, here we can add events with people, make sure we're keeping track of things, and also notes about any conversations, any details of deals or anything going forward. But yeah, that's our CRM. And then everything from our CRM connects in. So let's say we're looking at projects here. Let's say our number one client. Again, around the project, all your invoices, your proposals, your contracts, documents are all in one place. And then we have our boards feature. So our boards, again, is really flexible. We've got a list view and a Kanban view. So I'll just assign a status column for this. So it's all run from status. So whatever you want. So let's say low, medium, high for this example. And I'll go back to the list just to show you. So our status fields here are priority and the package that they're on. And so we can have a look at how we'd like to look into, seeing it in the Kanban view. But again, it's set up in a similar way to our CRM. We've got custom fields that you can add, and you can build these boards up to be literally anything, whether that be a HR board, your social media calendar, a sales and leads pipeline, or just a task board. And then you can invite in your clients into this. We've got guest roles, add all your team members in. It all updates in live and real time. So if you change something, it'll immediately show on the other end without having to refresh a page. It just updates. And so it's in real time and, really quick to see how things are changing and that collaborative feel to the board. But yeah, and so we can open that up. You've got comments, you've got your thread of comments, and also documents with tasks. You can lock tasks depending on if anything's private or sensitive that you don't want everyone seeing, for example, and then you just assign the people that you would like to see that task here. But yeah, really flexible, really easy to use as well. And we also have board templates as well, so we're building them out as we go. If there's any that you particularly like to see, just give us a shout. We'll build these for you. We can add these into the templates directory, and then we are also building on sort of personal boards as well, so you'll be able to build out templates as a business as well. And then yeah, looking down further down, we've got invoices here. So we've got our invoicing feature. We're working with dollars, euros, and pounds. We're working on different currencies as we build out platforms. So, and then if I go into create invoice, we can assign people from your CRM, assign it to a project. We've got, if you want to be paid by cash, Stripe, PayPal is in beta at the moment, and we've got our bank details, and they'll just be added into it. We've got different agreement types or different currency types, as we talked about, issue dates and due dates. But what we can also do is say add an item. And then from our boards, as I was talking about before, we can add tasks. So if I wanted to pull it in from a particular board, I could do that, whether that be, you've done an SEO task and you want to specifically tell your users or your customers, what they are being charged for. So you'll pull these tasks out and they'll pull straight into the invoice. Roadmap, we've got adding timers into our board so that you can time track everything, and it'll pull it straight into, add a rate to it, and it'll pull it straight into your invoice, charge that exact amount into your invoice. So there's no having to look at timesheets and adding stuff up and wasting your precious time as a business owner or as a manager having to do this. It just works out for you and pulls it straight into the invoice, which is a really nice feature that we're building on.
Jack, before we go on, we got a few questions before we get too
far.
Yeah, let's get those questions answered. We had someone who's asking if they're going to have payment integrations, let's say for RazorPay.
Yeah, that's on our roadmap already. So if you go to cortal.co/roadmap, you'll be able to see our roadmap, and it's on our up next row at the moment. So yeah, we go. That's the link. So yeah, it's on our up next. So we've got a few key features that we're building out at the moment, such as calendar, internal team chat, and then we're looking at adding, the likes of RazorPay and more payment integrations as well.
Few comments. Love the social inbox feed. I particularly like that one.
Fantastic.
That one was me.
Yeah.
Does the invoice work with PayPal and Stripe?
So it's working with Stripe. That's all done. PayPal is just in beta at the moment. Just testing that out, finishing off the last bits, and then hopefully PayPal will be out in the next couple of weeks.
Cool. And the last one before we continue, would you consider this a VBOUT competitor?
I'm not sure. I've not seen VBOUT myself. I'd like to think we're better than VBOUT, but I'll have a look and I'll get back to you, Justin. I'll give you a message later and I'll have a look at VBOUT and we'll see where we, differ.
There you go. I don't think VBOUT has invoicing. They're more of like a marketing automation platform.
That's right. Yep.
Right. And so you really wouldn't consider that. You would think more like Plutio, right? That's what I think of as maybe a direct competitor to Cortal with, some stronger features. VBOUT, I don't really see that in that type of space as like, like a, what do you call it? Like a client portal. I just don't see that from VBOUT. So
yeah,
something to think about. Cool.
Sweet.
Cool. Justin, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah,
all right, Jack, we'll go ahead and have you go ahead and continue on.
Cracking. Can everyone see that now? Am I back to share my screen?
Yep, you're back.
Yeah, so so great questions before. As we were saying before, you've got this drop down here, which has Stripe. As I said, PayPal's just in beta at the moment, so only a few users will have that until we get that out to everyone. But I can choose Stripe, and what that'll do is when you send out your invoice, there'll be a pay invoice button. They'll just be able to enter their card details, and you'll get paid directly. So just making it quick, easy, and obviously Stripe is like the industry standard now for getting paid online, and so we want to go with the best and have it as secure as possible for you. But yeah, so really flexible again with these invoices. You can pull in tasks, for example. Let's see if we've got any. If it's like a sales pipeline, let's say you're a recruiter, for example, and now you're bringing in your accounts. You add your description, add your amount of what you're charging. It all tops up for you. So if we add 100 here, you applied no discount and tax, and then it'll just add it here. Just as a note, like some people prefer discount before tax. Tax before discount. Within our settings, we've got a lot of high level settings, so you can play with these. You can set these up to how you want to work, how your business works, or depend on tax reasons within countries as well. You can then save your invoice and send it out. And so if we put in, we delete this, just line, put in a new invoice into here, and then we'll just save that. Just like the client, set it to Andrew, and so that'll be showing. Where are we now? And then, and then within our proposals feature as well. So this is really flexible platform. Just this, you'll probably hear me saying the same words, flexible, and because what we've done is we're trying to make it as to work for you. So, again, like I said, we don't want to be forcing you down a track of how we want you to work, how we want, your invoices to look, how we want your proposals to look and, be managed. It's all down to you and that flexibility. Really, you can add and delete stuff here. So we could delete this. Maybe we want to move the heading round. It'll just be a case of drag and drop. Say we want to change the color of the background here, throw a bit of blue in. We've got call to action buttons. So if you look in this ad here, we've got all these blocks here. So really nice block builder, adding some text, images, buttons, sort of banners, anything that works for you that you think will help you with your proposals. Mobile view as well. So you can look straight at mobile view. So a lot of people, obviously mobile first now, hit that mobile view, and then you can see how these are put together and how they'll view on mobile. So whether something changes slightly or you don't like the way something drops, you can manage and change that as you're going along. Same with contracts as well. It's very similar setup, except for when you send out the contract, what you'll have at the end for your users is an e-signature system. When they sign it, it's marked as signed, and then you'll be able to see a timestamp and a signature at the bottom of that contract. So you can track where they've been and what they've gone. On our roadmap, we've got multi-signatures planned out. At the moment, it's just a one signature, but we've got multi-step signatures planned out as well. It's just putting it into our roadmap and when we can find the time to do it. And then with our...
Let me know when you have your break. We have 3 more questions to catch up on.
Yeah, sure. So I've just got 2 sections. If you want me to go over users and guests, I can... Do you want to answer questions now, and we'll go over users and guests after?
Yeah, let's leave them so they understand. Yeah, let's give it a quick break. We can cover these people real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Superkit is asking, is there going to be more currencies added, or is it only going to be euros and pounds?
Oh, absolutely. There's going to be more added. We just, I think in the next month, we should be adding more. Just gone with those 3 to start off with. And then, we're definitely adding more.
Perfect.
If you go to our roadmap as well, add your ideas and what currencies you'd like to see. We can, have a look at those and bring them in so we know what you want to see, and how we can best support you and your business.
Makes sense. Thanks for the question, Superkit. Okay, next one. John Doe, I don't know who this is. You haven't given StreamYard permission, so I can't give you the shout out. And if you win, we can't give you anything. They're asking, want to know if this is going to have secure file sharing feature.
Yeah, absolutely. So within our areas, so within your projects, you've got, I don't know whether you can see my screen.
We'll share it now.
Yeah, so within your projects, you've got document areas, so you can drag and drop files into here, so you can see between, your project, what files are linked into it, and share that. Say you could invite your client, your guests into it. They can drop files for you, such as their assets, and then you can drop documents to them, when you're waiting for approval or where they can download from. We've got that built into our boards as well. So as we, let's say, go into a board here between you and your team, you can add documents. And then further on, we're working on adding in the likes of Google Drive, Box, Dropbox, integrations with external third-party document storage, and so we can bring that in as well at some point.
Like that. I completely I completely forgot about that. So thank you for the reminder there about the secure file sharing feature. Jeremy asks, can we import or export CSV files or Excel sheets with contact data into and out of Cortal?
Yeah. So at the moment, we're working on our export feature, but our import feature is done. So if we go to CRM, import Excel file or CSV, it is both of them. Just drop that in. Just set up what you do. You set up your CRM as you like. Match it up with your CSV, and then just import the document. So if I go to import Excel here, we've put an example file for you here to make it easy. You can download that, edit it as needed. Input, drop all your data into it, and then bang it in, and it'll upload everything really quick. We're also, you might have seen the button, but just again in our beta, import CRM. So what we're working on is bringing in sort of other CRMs APIs and being able to just directly import them straight into Cortal. But that's just in an alpha stage at the moment, so quite new feature that we're just testing, making sure that it works properly, because importing data and importing your CRM, we want to make sure that's done properly.
Yep, totally makes sense. In the process, we got a few more questions, so Jack, just bear with us before we move on.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Hopefully, Philippine peso could be added in the currency lists.
Yeah,
yes,
absolutely.
that could be possible. Please go to the roadmap page and drop that in there as a suggestion. Please, appreciate it. Thank you. Joshua asks, not sure if this has been asked, but what about subscription or auto billing?
Yeah, so that's a great question, Josh. So that is something we've got roadmapped as well. So looking at different types of billing and auto subscription. So we're just working on the scope of that, how we want that to work, whether we're going to bring in like an integration partner, possibly integrating with like other people that have done it before, Square, possibly Plug and Paid, various other providers, and then see how we can scope that out. But it's definitely on our roadmap, and I'd love to get people's ideas on what they'd like to see with auto billing, subscriptions, what issues they have with other platforms, and how we can best build it out for you. And what systems you need in place to be able to run your business. What we're looking at is like deposit and subscriptions, multi-step payments, and so it'd be really interesting to see people's thoughts on what they would like to see as well.
Got it. Guys, also in not just the Facebook group where you could leave your suggestions, but also the roadmap page too. I'll put the page up for the, let me put the link up for the group. So if you're on your phones, go ahead and take a screenshot. So that way later on when you have some free time, you can go ahead and join the Facebook group there. Okay, next comment or next question. Christopher, is it going to be multi-language? Can we easily adjust invoices and have the data exported to import into other future or further tools as well?
Yeah, so let's break that down. So multi-language, it's not multi-language at the moment. We're working on adding in sort of, what's it called, nationalization or sort of, localization, wrong word there, localization. So we're working with a few people there and to see where we can get some languages and sort of just do the first steps of that. If you're interested in a particular language, it'd be great to see that, put it forward as an idea, or if you want to put another comment down, we'll pull that in. But yeah, it's something we're definitely aware of and working on, but it's not there at the moment. And can we easily adjust invoices and have the data exported to import in further tools too? I'm not quite sure what that means. Are you looking about the data, like the raw data, or is it Bruce, can you add to this? Or so
easily adjusting invoices is like once an invoice is created, right? And you may have a meeting with a client, you have to go back and say, I need to easily adjust the prices once let's say they viewed it, whether I'm adding a discount or whether I'm modifying existing prices. Sometimes we've noticed that invoice tools in the past have been really archaic and it's just been clunky to change existing prices, right? So that's number one. And then number two, let's say the data can be exported because let's say the invoice has been paid. Could we export it, say, to QuickBooks or Wave? Example.
Right, yeah, right. I understand now. Sorry about that. So adjusting invoices, yeah, absolutely, it can be adjusted fine. So if you've sent it off, it's not been paid yet, it's always adjustable. If it's been paid, then obviously it's fixed at that point. But yeah, once it's been sent off, you can adjust anything within that invoicing, pricing, discounts. So then you're not having to resend it out again. It's just that small change.
Right.
From data exported, not quite yet. I'd love to just maybe have a conversation, see what you need in that, and how best we could sort of approach that challenge. And if that's something that, a lot of people would like to see it be. Yeah, we are looking at like integrations though. Bringing in the likes of integrations with Xero, QuickBooks, FreshBooks, various other accounting tools, so that you can say create an invoice within Cortal and it'll sync straight up to your existing accounting management software. We do a lot, but say invoicing, or your accounting, it's quite a particular set of tools that people use for their businesses, especially when they're going Xero, FreshBooks, QuickBooks. So yeah, those integrations are definitely on our roadmap, and we're aware that something like that would be quite useful for businesses.
Yep, makes sense. We have quite a few questions, so we're just going to shotgun it real quick. Okay.
Yeah, great.
By the way, I would like to see on invoices, if you send something to the client have the ability to have some sort of discussion or comment area, because they may have questions or comments regarding certain itemized prices or objects that they need to address or discuss with you and say, hey, this is $730. No, it should be $630, right? There should be a way for them to discuss that with you, maybe on the invoice, whether it be on a chat or a text box, something like that, so you can go back and forth with a client, which I see missing in a lot of invoice platforms. So I'll just put that out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And now you raise that, what we can do, say, with our internal chat, once we've built that out this month, something, connect that up to your invoices, so you're just getting it, flow straight through, everything's working seamlessly, and you have that function already.
That'll be huge, especially when the mobile app comes out, because the mobile app will address whoever, the team or whoever created that invoice, right, or proposal, to say, hey, I realize what needs to be done. Which brings me to the next organic question. David Moore asks, what is proposal tracking like? Which is also missing a majority of tools, except there was one tool that did it right, and that was Better Proposals, and I haven't seen anything like that since.
No. Yeah, so I can't say we're equivalent to Better Proposals. They're in a league of their own with proposals, but it's at the moment proposals is just send them out. You can track that they're open, but other than that, you've not got that functionality. Again, it's something we're aware of, where we'd like to build out, opening up pages and how long they look at it for. But that is, it's a bit further behind that as well. But definitely something on our radar, should we say.
I'd love to have that, especially if there's going to be template type proposals, like Better Proposals would have a CNAME or a custom domain that you could provide to, a web-based proposal that looked like 3, 4, 5 pages, right? Almost like a little mini web page. Oh God, that would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, Christopher asks, will there be webhooks in and out? Scratch that. He just saw that coming up next on the roadmap.
There we go. Fantastic. There
you go. Facebook user asks, nice, is the data encrypted?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a secure system, all done by our, in-house developers. So yeah, absolutely.
Okay, import, export data on CSV or Excel sheets is a yes. Congratulations. Glad you're happy, Jeremy. James Fitzgerald asks, how big is the team? Let's include both sales, management, and development.
Yeah, so absolutely. So there's me. So I'm founder, CEO. We've got Laura in there. We've got our front-end developer, back-end developer, and we've got our project manager as well. So 5 of us working on it at the moment.
Perfect. There you go. Justin says, this has a great Airtable Infinity vibe with much more specific focus. That's kind of how I was going with it too. And I totally agree with Justin on that one. Vishnu asks, is e-signature legally compliant? Good. Yeah. Great question.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. And but it really all depends on your country. You need to look up how legal e-signatures are in your country. If they are legal in your country, then absolutely, but then, there does come into sort of the legality of each country and what their definition is of signing stuff. But from a sense of us having e-stamps, tracking, getting the IP and having a user having to actually interface with the product to sign it and go into being tracking also that it's gone to a specific email address, and that, ticks all those boxes of an e-signature.
The other thing that people look for when it comes to a legally compliant e-signature is attached to the e-signature, let's say invoice, would be, say, like their IP address, date, time, second of when the e-signature was signed to that invoice. And so every time that PDF of that invoice goes somewhere, the attached e-signature confirmation page is attached to that PDF also.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like a certificate of authenticity, of validity almost.
Yeah.
No, I really like that idea. Yeah, it's something that we can definitely look at, and if people want that, it gives people that reassurance that it's been done. It gives
correct, and that's what I was going to say. That is already built on other e-signature platforms. It just makes sense that since you're already capturing the data on the back end, we just make it like an elegant second page or additional PDF attachment of all the data pertaining to that e-signature. So I think that just makes sense.
Yeah,
absolutely. So we'll add that on. Jeremy, thank you very much for sharing the group page. Christopher, he's agreeing, especially when it comes to invoices that need to be in the recipient's language regarding multi-language and localization. Yep, totally agree.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Is there a total storage capacity, like in one account for a client or a workspace? Thank you.
No, so at the moment, how we're looking at it is with the lifetime deal, it depends on your stack, what you've got. Really, though, the limit is your upload limit, so it doesn't matter based on your account or the client. It's just what you need, and it'll just be an upload limit. So if you go for, I think 1, 2, 3 stacks, we've got 100 megabyte upload limit. If you want to go further than that, then we go up to a gigabyte upload limit.
Perfect. That brings us to an organic share. Let me go ahead and pull up the screen for that too. Give me just one sec, guys. It may be kind of a little bit on the small side. All right, I'm going to put that up on the screen. Yeah, it's going to be kind of hard for everyone to see.
That we're rolling.
There you go. So like license 1, you get unlimited storage. Upload limits are going to be 100 megabytes each. Unless you get up to license 5, then the attachment limit goes up to 1 gigabyte on license 5. There you go. It's license 6. So unlimited storage all across the way, but license 5 and above is 1 gigabyte upload limits for attachments. Since we're here, we might as well cover also pricing. We'll make that an organic transition. We're looking at $59 per code. And then white label starts at code 3. So for those of you who like that type of thing, I'm one of them, starting at $177. And if you want video calling, we start that at license 4, and they're one-to-one video calling. Let's say between you and a client, you and a teammate, et cetera, et cetera. All righty. And then the moment that we start getting into license 6, we start looking at also sub-accounts and 5 user per sub-account. So think of that as clients, right? You can have 3 client workspaces, 6, 9, 12, and if you do stack 10, you'll have 50. But stack 9 and stack 10, the client sub-accounts could also be completely white labeled as well. So if clients need to be able to have their own custom CNAME attached to their workspace with their own logo, with their employees or teammates, that's totally doable on stack 9 and stack 10. Cool. The reason why I mentioned that might be a little important, and for those of you who don't know, is that if you do happen to apply CNAME on the sub accounts on Stack 9 and Stack 10, that's also going to be important for those people who really want to use Cortal as a meetings platform. So imagine Cortal will also have Calendly-like aspects as well. Great. So that being said, imagine having CNAME for a client, and they can have a meeting platform tied into Cortal. So there you go. All right. Thanks. That was a lot to cover real quick. Move on to the next one. Donald, I apologize. I feel like that there's so many questions that I'm just trying to move along things so much. We're not really giving you a chance to jump in.
No worries, man. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
I think it's better to answer the the community's questions. So
And I agree with you. They just keep coming in.
yeah.
All right. Let's see. One from Chris Burrows. Just getting in here on his phone. Do you offer embeddable forms to capture potential clients' info? Is there a customer portal? Yes, there's a customer login portal. Jack, I'll let you answer the first one.
Yeah, so let's start. At the moment, we don't have forms. It's on our roadmap, but what we want to do is get more feedback from the community, from people before we start on that module, and see where we can build it from there. But it is a little bit further on, but we are aware that that's something that we'd like to add into Cortal and how important it is for, sort of client info. Workflows at the moment, I think you're talking about sort of automations there, something like that. We're starting to sort of build in small automations. We've got a task of doing sort of a large automations, module. Again, that's further down. We want to be sort of looking at these core features at the moment, making sure they're all working. What we've done is, fine and happy. Are there internal forms that clients can fill out in their portal so it can automatically gather more info in a workflow? Sorry for all these questions. No, not at all. So a great question there. So we've not got forms as such. However, with boards, what you can do is you can have it as, you can set it up as questions if you'd like. So each row, you can have a question. You can add, statuses, for example, if all you want is really fixed answers, or if you want them to be adding comments, then they can actually click on that task. It'll open up the side pane, and then they can add in their own comments, questions, anything like that. So you can sort of have it two ways. If it's just a yes, no, add a nice little status in, or a star rating or something like that, if it's feedback, or if it's or you can get them to comment and add info and feedback as you need.
There you go.
So I hope that helps.
Yep. Chris says, I need to export date V, for example, taxes. Yep, I totally understand that.
I'll note that down. Yeah, definitely.
Christopher, thank you for tuning in and joining us, and for your questions as well. We're more than happy to answer your questions. Also, John Doe asks, time tracking for the tasks. Jack, you and I have gone back and forth about this.
Yeah, absolutely. So as we said at the start, time tracking, we'll be adding a nice little time tracking field to our boards feature. And what you'll be able to do is add that to each, say, row. Once you start a task, for example, you can start off that time tracker. Then once you then go into your invoices, you'll be able to apply a rate and just pull that time straight into an invoice. What we're working on at the moment, this is. And then hopefully in the future, we'll look at adding, sort of a full, we'll be looking at adding like extensions, your Safari, your Chrome extensions. So you're not having to go back into your board to start it. But sort of stage one is that time tracking element. And then stage two will be our Safari and Chrome extension further down the line.
That's where I was going to go with it, the Chrome extension. That thing is so helpful in things that we've seen from like ClickUp. I can't wait where Cortal can have its own little floating icon where it's really easy to just tap on it and just get a time tracking up and going.
And off you go.
Sujana asks, hi, Jack. Hi, Bruce. Hi, Donald. Do you have automations in Cortal?
Hey, Sujana. So at the moment, they're not there. However, it's something that we're well aware that we need to be adding in. And something that we've got a load of workflows planned, but not added them yet. We're just sort of working on our calendar and our internal team chart, and then we can start looking at automations once we've got these done. But yeah, I'd love to hear what you'd have in mind for automations, what you'd love to see. We've obviously got our roadmap and our feedback board, and if you just add any comments there, or message me, I can add them and we can have a chat and we can see how we can help you the best.
There you go. Okay, John Doe asks, can the invoice do product bundling like buy 3, get 1 free? I mean, technically, you could do that manually, though, right?
Yeah, so you sort of like adding, so if the user decides to add 3 items, is that so, and then
Right.
it'll take off the pricing. You'd have to do that manually, sort of pulling it into an invoice at the moment. So what you do is you might add 4, and then you can add your discount straight onto it, and it'll just work it all out for you. But
That would be good for an automation trigger, right? Every 4th item make free.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
a good one. Yeah.
Juan says, I see an example of Cortal being used for applicant tracking. Do you have any current integrations with any of the popular job sites?
No, not at the moment, and that's I've never even thought of that, but love the idea, but yeah, it's something we could look at, whether that be just with an API or whether it be with webhooks, but no, it'd be something we could have a look into.
Makes sense. Let's see. Next question: when will Android app be available?
So we're looking sort of in the first quarter of next year to have that out. So yeah, March touching April time to have an Android iOS app out.
There you go. David Moore, you're welcome, sir. Thank you for joining us. Justin, here we go. On the calendar feature regarding the roadmap, will this allow for two-way sync for multiple simultaneous calendars, such as 3 Google calendars, 1 Outlook calendar, 1 Apple calendar?
Yeah, that's what we're looking at doing. So you'll be able to add all your calendars in, and then go from there. So we'll have that two-way sync. So we'll have nice features. So if you had an event within Cortal, it'll then, as I was showing you earlier in the CRM, add an event, ping straight into your calendar, and likewise when you see it on your calendar, you can edit and change stuff. We're building that Calendly feature, so it'll add. You can take meetings or add, schedule time within Cortal, and then off you go.
Perfect.
But yeah, we are looking at simultaneous calendars.
I'm going to keep the momentum rolling, and I'm going to do the first giveaway right now because we've got a lot of comments. And by the way, hello, and I apologize. I don't know who you are because you didn't give StreamYard permission. So I need you, when you give me these comments, I don't know who that is. So if you win, we don't know who Facebook user is who's going to win because StreamYard pulls in your names based on the comments, right? So just put that out there. That being said, let me see if I can share the screen real quick. Here we go. All right, so this is going to be for the first giveaway entry. We're doing 5 of them. This is going to be the first one throughout the hour here.
Oh. Hey.
There we go.
Congratulations.
We go. Now you guys see it, right? That's how it's done. We literally do the giveaways live while we're on stream to everyone who leaves us a comment. So I'm going to go ahead and take a quick screenshot of this real quick for Umar. Perfect. All right. All right, Jack, let's go ahead and continue on with the next one. Umar, don't forget to join the Facebook group and also ping us on the Facebook page. Just hit us up on Messenger on the page. That way we can give you your codes. Christopher asks, where will the data be stored? Will you provide a data processing agreement for GDPR?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's stored within the EU, and then we've also got a London data center, or within the London data center. Obviously being from the UK myself, I'm aware of having to have it stored within what was the EU before we left due to Brexit. So we're in a London data center, and then also a data processing agreement. Absolutely.
There you go. Okay, next comment or next question. Justin asks, where is the deal link? And then right by followed up, Josh, there's the URL. Appreciate that, Josh. I think I should probably also share it at this time. Guys, also to pretty much help with the launch, we're also using plug and paste feature for the affiliate program too. So I know a lot of us were kind of disappointed with a lot of the changes that happened with a lot of affiliate programs like in the last 12 months, 18 months. So we're trying to change that, making it a little bit more interesting and aggressive with you. So if you guys want, we're giving you a 30% rev share. and there is the link right down there below. So if you're interested, or if you're watching from your phone, take a screenshot on your phone, so that way you could join the affiliate program, or the affiliate platform for Cortal for the lifetime deal sale. Anyways, we're giving it to you for 30% rev share. So hope that leaves some of you happy there. And again, just take a screenshot and let's go ahead and move on forward. Okay, Jeremy, looking really good. Congrats. Great to see a good British founder.
Thank you very much.
There you go. John Doe asks, is it one custom domain per white label sub account? Yes, majority of the LTDs out there sometimes don't even have a white label domain per sub account. Usually it's the agency that has a their custom domain that overarches across the whole tenant. The whole tenant being the primary agency account and all sub accounts. Donald recognizes that vernacular from Microsoft organizations. Anyways, normally you'll have one custom domain that applies to usually like the whole organization. So we're not trying to do that on Stack 9 and on Stack 10. Stack 9 and 10 means every sub account has the option of applying each one custom domain per client or workspace, which is also known as a sub account. Rachel, hi there.
Hey, Rachel.
Let's see. David, what happens if we hit limits after the deal is over? What limits were you looking for specifically? Teammates is in like, let's say you go beyond those 5 users on a sub account. I think that's probably the one that people might hit the fastest. I talked about that with Jack about having a recurring revenue option that's going to happen for people who need, let's say, teammate number 6, right, on those sub accounts. So we'll roll that out this week. If David, is there a specific other limit that you're asking about? Please let us know in comments. That way we can prep for that for later this week too. Sammy Quang asks, is mobile apps on the timeline? Jack, I'm going to ask you about iOS too. Do you think you can get that done in Q1? Or you think you're going to move mobile to iOS to Q2?
Yeah, so no, it's that March, April time. So, on the border of the two. But yeah, they are on our roadmap for up next. And then our date on that is April 22 at the moment. Hopefully we can deliver before then. Cool. That's what we're aiming for.
Jeremy is saying, yeah, what is Donald saying? Trying to get you to jump in a little, Donald. Okay, moving on to the next one. Larry asked, how does this differ from SweetDash and Flowloo? I'll put one out there. I'll put one big one out there. SweetDash, no video calling. There you go.
There we go.
I don't know if they even have calendars. I think they were working with calendar integration partners, but I don't think they had like a calendar or meeting solution built into the platform itself with SweetDash. So there's another one. Donald, anything else you want to add on that comparison?
Well, I mean, I don't think Flowloo has video calls also, so I think that's one thing. I would say when it comes to, I can't say for SweetDash, so because I don't have it, but I think Flowloo wise is a little bit more complex, but I think it's gonna be different tools for different people. I would say at the end of the day, right, with Cortal, I mean, what you want is to be enabling remote team structure. So I think some of the features built in are definitely like focus on that. So I think that's the direction the team is going.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Got it. I have to go faster. I apologize, guys. So we just got a crap ton more comments. Nick, looks excellent. Appreciate that. James, where can we see the roadmap moving forward? Let me put it up on screen for you. So take a screenshot of that right there. There you go, sir. Cortal.co/roadmap. Yeah. We fixed the glitch from last week also that completed cards weren't showing up as completed for some reason on Product Stash, but we took care of that.
Yeah, so in the top right-hand corner of the roadmap it says completed cards, and it'll show, as we're pushing stuff out.
Yeah, I'll put it up there so People can take a look. Show that just a sec. Okay, Mario, is this more of a CRM lead management or a project management system?
It's really a cool blend of the two. So within the CRM, that's really the central point of it. But then we spin out, say, our PM system. So with our boards and then everything else attached to that. So your boards can be, set up to be project management, to have different team items on it, and to have your users or your teammates and your clients in there. But also, we are building out the CRM to be really powerful. So we, as we've talked earlier, with roadmap sort of forms in there, so you be able to get people into it, be able to track things. You've got email added into your CRM, so you can, with a client, you can keep track of stuff. It's not just siloed into your own personal emails, for example. And then also there's other features like Twitter DMs and, keeping everything together for that one client, like the Invoices projects, documents, notes, everything. So yeah.
I think if you're gonna talk about it in terms of like project management, right? I would kind of like define this as more of a business management tool, in the sense that if you really want to go like very deep into project management features, right? There's gonna be a lot of platforms that have 1,001 features. Like I think probably like ClickUp has like 101 project management features, right? That it sometimes get a little bit too daunting. I think if you are a business that is run remotely and you have quite a number of needs spread out across things like invoicing, estimates, project proposals, meeting with your teams and everything, I think this would kind of like fill the spot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, especially when you consider like you're dropping invoices in there, right? Subscription management. Yeah, totally agree with you.
Yep.
Coming up on 2 questions here, 3 questions. Is split pay options available at higher tiers? We didn't even consider that.
No, it is. Yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah, so split into 3 payments for you. So I think it's something like 34% upfront, just to make that nice and easy, and then it's 33 and 33, so you can spend it over 3 months.
Is it the same link or is it a separate link?
I believe it's the same link.
Okay. Let's see. Vishnu asks, great to see Razorpay integration. Could you share it when it will be released?
Yeah, so we're looking at doing that in Q1 of next year. It's when we're looking at Razorpay. So we've already got Stripe, we've already got PayPal in beta, and then we're looking at Razorpay and any other sort of payment integrations that people sort of suggest. We'll put a payment sprint in at some point once we've got more feedback from the community and users.
Justin asks, from license tier 5 to 10, is the only difference sub accounts? Good question.
Yeah, that is. So moving forward, let me just double check everything.
Yeah, I'll pull it up too.
I don't know whether I'm still showing my screen here as well.
I'll share the screen over here on my end also.
Yeah. Are you pulling that up, Bruce? Sorry.
Yeah, I got it. Here it is. All right, so moving on in. So yeah, license 5 will have unlimited users and it's white label. Starting on license 6, even though you'll have unlimited users on the primary agency account, that's when we start introducing sub accounts. So sub accounts start technically at license 6. License 5 doesn't have sub accounts, but starts with unlimited users within your organization primary agency account. But then again, it doesn't have sub accounts. So I hope that answers your question, Justin. But Justin was also specifically asking, is it going to be mapped to that specific subscription? There is one other thing to consider, and we may, I guess, Jack, consider this some sort of like an enterprise level, is that 9 and 10 have white label sub accounts. So sub accounts can have their own custom domain, can have their own branding, like their own logo applied to their own dashboard. Something to think about, right? That probably means that I'm going to suggest or look at code 9 and 10 as enterprise accounts. Justin, help answer your question. Okay. Mario. Mario says the one thing that took forever is meeting polling similar to Doodle. I 1000% agree. It is so hard to find a good meet polling solution. The last one that I ever saw that did an LTD was one called Vyte.in, VYTE.in. I have not seen one since. Jack, I'll have to show it to you. But
Yeah,
Mario,
absolutely.
you hit the head you hit the nail right on the head. I can't agree with you more on that. It is so helpful having when you're organizing a meeting with 5 people, right? And let's say you're using Zoom or Teams for that. It's impossible to get people to come together on some sort of like agreement on time unless they're all in on chat, or if you're doing it via email. It just makes sense to say, okay, if we're having a meeting with 5 people, then as soon as I can get 3 or 4 confirmations, we'll set the meeting at that time and date with a meet polling solution. I love Doodle. And I think that is an excellent idea. And I say, Jack, let's slap that on to the roadmap as a deliverable.
Yeah, definitely. Let's have a look at that.
Michael, yes, we could see your comments. Perfect, thank you. Cortal has nice UI features, but what is Cortal's superpower / core focus?
Yeah, so our superpower, our core focus. So as I said, we're spinning out from our CRM. So we want to start building that up, giving you a proper full-powered CRM with everything else you need, attached or working seamlessly together. As we look at it as well, we're looking at sort of those core features that you really need. Not these extra nice sort of bits to have. Extra sort of, like Donald was saying before, ClickUp has 101 project management things. You probably only need about 60% of those features, and that's what we really want to hone in on, is those core features that you need and doing them really well as well.
Moving on to the next one, Mario says Restream needs to add this feature. Are you talking about polling when they have guests? Are you talking about polling when it comes to like maybe an overlay on a live stream? Or are you talking about the giveaway, Mario? Which one are you referring to? Michael, congrats. Everyone's giving congrats to Umar. So let's jump on to the next LTD giveaway number 2. All right. Let me go and share the screen, and we'll do that now. All right, here we go. All right. Sujana, there you go.
Congratulations.
All right. I like this. This really gets people invested and interested to leave a comment so that way they could possibly win something. I like this, right? This is badass. I wish, Restream didn't do this, but I had mentioned this to Gage. I was like, for brands that are just starting, like 2 years ago, this is something that could totally help out. And, encourages brands that don't have a lot of fans to leave comments, right? Or a lot of followers. This was just huge. So thank you guys for executing on that. Appreciate it. Okay, jumping on to the next one here. No, I want an LTD for StreamYard. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen, brother. I apologize, Josh. That ain't happening, right?
You have to get a new mortgage
I've
out
worked
for
with
that.
him for a year and a half. I don't even have an LTD myself. Okay, Umar says, finally I win something. Don't forget, guys, to hit us up on the Facebook page afterward. Congrats. Everything looks great. John Doe looks great, but I don't know who you are, so we can't enter you into the live stream giveaway. So please give StreamYard permission. You see that running across the ticker tape on the bottom there. Rachel says, looks great. Arnaud, thank you for joining us, sir. James, how easily is to upload existing data like invoices into or customers into your platform?
Yeah, so looking at, say, our CRM, for example, we've got an import feature, Excel CSV at the moment. We're working on, it's quite early on, but we're working on a import CRM feature, as it's really important that you get your data across, and we understand that, you have a lot of data sometimes in these CRMs. That's early stages, but we are working on that. Invoices at the moment, we've not got an invoice upload at the moment, but we are looking at integrations with and now we've talked from some of the comments on this live stream, actually, looking at what we can do, the data that we can export and add straight into our invoicing system, something that I'll be looking at after this. And also we're looking at integrations as well. So looking ahead at like Xero, QuickBooks, FreshBooks, and any other sort of accounting software as well.
Perfect. Mario, I still have a Sweet Dash hangover. I hear you on that. Michael, can Cortal pull data from existing platforms like ClickUp? That's an interesting one. Or better yet, any integration with Integrately. I think that just kind of makes sense, right, to follow the automation platforms. But ClickUp, let's talk about integrations with other existing, let's say, task management, project management. Because if you're going to talk about ClickUp, then you might as well start talking about, right? Then Trello, Asana. Let's see. There's Microsoft Tasks from there. There's Microsoft Planner. There's Google Tasks. How far do we want to go when we start talking about integrations with other platforms? Because you want to start migrating all their work over.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, it's actually very close to what we're doing with our CRM and the import on the CRM. So once we've sort of got that sorted, then it'll be natural to bring that across to our boards feature and uploading data sort of from ClickUp into our boards feature or any other sort of project management tool there. And then sort of looking at like your likes of Integrately, Zapier, Pabbly, that sort of thing. Once we've done our webhooks, that'll then allow us to sort of pop straight into there, as well as we're looking at putting an API out there, and then we can have a sort of true integration with them.
There you go. Prevail asks, did this replace Discara? Not completely. A few features do, like invoicing, like client portal, but Discara people want to. I'm going to say associated to more like an accounting or invoicing platform. Yes, you could do invoices with Cortal, but it's not a full-blown accounting platform that does like a little bit of marketing, which I know Discara was attempting to go in that direction too. That's something to keep in mind, though, that when you think of Discara, people think of like maybe a QuickBooks alternative, right? Donald, please jump in or correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's pretty much the best way to describe it. You're going to look at Cortal as a business management platform, right? That happens to do invoicing, that happens to do meetings. You do one-to-one callings, like if you don't want to use Zoom or if you don't want to use Teams, that's what you would use this for. You don't really see a lot of those feature inside Discara for 360 business management. You see it primarily focused as like a Wave, a Wave accounting platform or QuickBooks accounting. Yeah.
Yep.
Vishnu asks, kind of missed your answer regarding currency support. When is Indian rupees going to be released?
Yeah, so we're looking at January of next year. So it's not that far off now. To sort of do adding new payment methods and adding new additional currencies as well.
Yeah. Francois was also saying answer, he doesn't see a videos feature in SweetDash. Yep. I don't think they have a native integrated Calendly meeting solution. I think they ask you to integrate your third-party ones also. David Moore specifically was referring to user limits. There we are. He'd be good to know if the LTD can stay and if we can pay a one-time or ongoing for overages. Good question. We'll get back to you on that. I don't think we have that finalized yet, Jack, regarding it. What happens if people go over those 5 user limits on sub-accounts? But we'll get back to you on that this week, David, so apologize on that. We'll do our follow-up meeting tomorrow, and then we'll come up with an answer. If you want to know the answer this week, jump inside the Facebook group. There you go.
Wait.
Sarang, got to ask Donald and Bruce nicely. They'll make it happen. Well, I'm going to put this out there. Yes, there have been times that we've been doing streams inside Martech where we modified sales 6-7 times, right? Wakar, hey there, buddy. Guys, like, I will go to bat for you when it comes to doing these independent launches. Like, we literally did that several times on campaigns before in the past. Interesting. Yes, John Doe, but I don't know who you are because you haven't given StreamYard permission, which means you're not going to be able to win anything when we do our giveaway number 3. Christopher, looking at the 9 or the 10 stack, hopefully there are some measures taken to avoid fraud, like reselling accounts with generous limits for the sake of sustainability for the system. That's why on code 9, we just gave away 12 sub accounts. But on code 10, I was telling Jack, we want to be generous and plentiful with the sub accounts on code 10, which is another reason why we also limited, well, this was Jack's idea, is to limit sub accounts having 5 users each sub account, as opposed to the primary accounts, which will have the primary agency accounts, which will have unlimited users. So good point there, Chris, and thank you for looking towards the 9 and 10 stack. Faz, love the emphasis on meat pulling. 1,000%.
Looks like it's a popular one.
I'm telling you, because it's hard to find that. And if you do find it, it's like gold, right? People will buy the platform just for meat pulling, especially, Jack, I'll put that out there, especially if it's a white label meat pulling platform. Holy balls. Because I've never seen one exist that's white label meat pulling. Donald, have you ever seen a white label meat pulling platform?
No.
I'm saying I honestly don't think it exists. Yeah. Mario says, I was talking about Restream adding the giveaway features. Yeah, that's true. I've noticed Restream be a little bit stagnant. And I've seen just StreamYard just come out with just like feature after feature after feature, like in the past 2-3 months. They've just been on a complete tear. Marco, can you please add server localization to my Cortal account so I can have my data hosted in Europe? Also, do you host on AWS? Great and excellent questions. I'm focusing on you for that one.
Yeah, so Marco, we're already in Europe. I'm a UK founder, so aware of like that GDPR and the need to have that. So already hosted in Europe. And then host on AWS. No, we don't. We use DigitalOcean. So, they've got a number of servers. It's a lot more cost effective, just as good. But yeah, brilliant. Yeah, it's a really, really good service.
Plus, I want to put it out there that AWS is a scary company to put your data behind. Just FYI, we've seen what they do to founders if they don't like what you or your customers have to say. So it's just like, remember, for all of you who were on Clubhouse at the beginning of the year, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Prevail, yay! Congrats to Sujana. John Koo, how would sub accounts work? So think of sub accounts kind of like workspaces. That's probably the best way to describe them, right? So your workspace of task and files are going to be specifically for that client. They won't be saved in your primary workspace because your primary workspace will be for like your own internal projects. That's why we give your internal agency account unlimited users. But sub accounts will have 5 users that are given for the client. And then all of your teammates can help out the client's sub account. So think about it like that. And if it's stack 9 or stack 10, the client sub accounts can have their own branding on the dashboard as well as custom domain. So there we go. Justin, I'm not seeing my name flashing there. Do I need to rejoin? No, brother, you're good. It's coming up. It's coming up. You can see it right there on the bottom. There you go. Congrats, Sujana. All right. Francois, where's the link for the LTD? Let me put that up on the screen again. Actually, I apologize. I don't have that up.
Cortal.co/Martech-LTD. So that's again, Cortal.co/Martech-LTD.
There you go. Jack.
Yes.
Remember what we were going to do for Black Friday and Cyber Monday?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Now
I'll let you say this
right?
one.
If you want to go ahead and put it out there, I'll let you do it if you want it.
Yeah, so absolutely. So as part of Black Friday, Cyber Monday, what we really wanted to do was to, reward the community. And we're giving a 20% discount for the first 2 weeks that we're live. So, to help you, we know it's an expensive time. We know everyone, goes for it during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and the holidays coming up as well. It's an expensive time for all. So just to help you, we wanted to give you that 20% discount, although we can't keep it going forever. So we've got it going for 2 weeks. We're partway through now. And then we're going to, it'll come down after that. So depending on, people's appetite for it. But, at the moment, we've still got that 20% out there, to help people out, whether that's an extra code or whether that's a nice 20% saving for you.
What's the discount code?
It is, let me double check this. Where are we? It somewhere, sorry. Do we have it? So it's Martech BF 21. So Martech BF for Black Friday 21. And you just have to use that at checkout. So if you put in Martech BF 21 at checkout, 20% off.
Is that right? Do I have it like I have it on the screen there?
Yeah, absolutely. That's it.
There you go. There you go. That's for everybody. So now you have no excuse not to get your not to get your LTDs. By the way, for the participants that are leaving all comments today, the codes that we're giving you are teammate codes that you will add on to your existing Cortal lifetime deal codes. So keep that in mind. Okay, Faz, did you talk about white labeling yet? Can we set up and sell accounts like a SaaS? All right, so let's talk about white labeling first. So part of the full organization, starting from code 3 to code 8, would be one custom domain, and then you'll be able to have like a branded customer portal as well as a logo of your branding on the dashboard, right? So code 9 and code 10, what ends up happening is your sub accounts also get those same features as well. Code 9 comes with 12 sub accounts. Code 10 comes with 50 sub accounts. So basically interpret code 9 and code 10 as enterprise accounts. Can we set up and sell accounts like a SaaS? Well, technically, kind of you could, right? Technically you could. Jack, how do you think, or if they wanted to do that, how would you recommend they go about doing that?
Yeah, so what we're looking at doing to help support people doing this, and also keep in mind of what people were saying before about fraud and not overdoing. We need to watch for the longevity of the system. Is adding in a subscription system, so you'll just be able to directly apply how much you want to charge your clients or customers, and there'll be a split rev in there. Majority obviously towards yourself. You've done the hard work. You've got the customer there. And so you can do all your subscription billing. You're not having to go out and chase people, send invoices. It'll be a really sweet, slick subscription system, and then you can onboard people through that. And then that's how we're looking at doing it. So you'll be able to do that. Even if it's with your clients as well. It's tedious having to chase people for payments or whatever. So you and add new users and everything like that. So that's what we're looking at, is adding in a subscription element there to support people to do that.
So I'll put it out there, Faz. Would you like to use a third-party tool like Thrivecart, like Plug and Paid, like QuickBooks, like Stripe or PayPal to manage the reselling of your sub accounts? Or would you like to do it yourself? Or do you want Cortal to provide one for you? Please give us like some updates or your thoughts on that. What are you thinking? I've discussed that a lot before in the past with you guys, talking about, you can use Plug and Paid as we were making that as a rental service, right? The thought process is a lot of people realize, hey, if I have a sub account, I want to be able to monetize my sub accounts. Faz, is that something that you want to do? Please let us know. How were you thinking of going about doing that yourself? Did you have an idea in mind? Did you have a specific tool in mind? Or did you want Cortal to supply that for you? So please let us know. Sujana, wow, I won. I just stepped away for a minute. Yes, you did win. And even though you missed the raffle, that's okay. You still won. So yes. Okay. There you go. Give me just 1 second. Soma Shekhar asks, just went through the roadmap. Looks great. Was just about to ask Pabli. Thanks for thinking of adding those. Kudos. You got it, brother.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers.
Vishnu says, yep, you won. Enjoy the LTD. That's to Sujana. Justin says, damn, I thought I kicked my LTD habit, but Cortal looks so freaking good. Justin, I apologize. I know that I've heard that several times on a couple of the launches that when I'm involved in, I'm going to just pull you right back in. So if you want to know, something, Justin, because you've said that to me like 3 times on 3 different launches with 3 different products, just hit me up privately. We'll talk and we'll see what we can do to help you out with Jack too.
Yeah, man.
Christopher, meat pulling is actually a pain in the ass if you don't have it. I 100% agree. So this would be a reason, again, in and all of itself. Jack, we'll talk about that on tomorrow's meeting. But Christopher, I totally agree with you on that. John Coe, is white label available? Yes, sir, on code number 3. If you want white label on your sub accounts, that starts at code 9 and code 10. What are the white label options that can be set? I'll let you.
Yeah, no problem. So everyone has the option of adding their logos to emails. However, it'll be sent from at Cortal emails. So when you're looking, true white label, you'll be able to change the logos in the account. You'll be able to change the email as well. So we've got SMTP in there, so it'll be sending from your own domain. We can remove branding as well, so where it'll say like powered by Cortal, and then we've also got CNAME as well, so you've got a nice portal dot whatever your business is.com or however it's structured. So yeah, it's true white label.
I'm going to put one out there too. Sometimes, and we've talked about it, and I don't know if it's going to come true or not, but Jack, what about that chat widget, right? That just makes sense to bring more CRM contacts in.
Yeah.
I hate to make the whole thing even more white label, give you even more work.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, when we're looking at building out the internal chat at the moment, and then obviously further down as we go along, we're looking at adding in that chat feature. So whether that be support, say we're looking at linking it into Invoices, or whether we can add it to other areas as well. Getting rid of that powered by, getting rid of the branding on our side, and making it so it comes across as your solution. It's as your branding, and your brand is put first and foremost to promote yourselves and the services that you offer.
Now, will we be able to change the powered by on the emails if it's a white label solution? So it'll say like powered by Bruce Tech or powered by Jack Tech on that instead.
It's something we can do. At the moment, it's just a toggle on off, but it's something that we can absolutely change.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. The reason why I say that is because of resellers. That might be a big thing, not just for the resellers in the LTD community, but also for major enterprise companies or resellers that are paying $200, $300 a month. They want to be able to have their own branding on the emails that go out, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So Vishnu says 20% off. Yes, that is correct, sir. That is your discount code, like Michael Kuntz said right there. So now no one has an excuse. Guys, after you get your codes, that's going to enable us to be able to help you to get your 2 teammates for all those of you who are giving your comments in. Jeremy, there's the LTD link right down there. Don't forget your discount codes right there as well. Sorry, right there. Actually, let's just do this. We'll make that easier. Yes, much easier. All right. Hi there, John Doe or Jane Doe. This will not enter you into the giveaway, which I should probably do giveaway number 3. Because it says Facebook user, I don't know who you are, and we don't know who's going to win. StreamYard's, if it says Facebook user and you're the one who left that comment, we won't be able to give you that giveaway. So please give StreamYard permission. You'll see that across the bottom layer. John Coe says, split payment, please. That we already thought of that. Jack took care of you on that. Is there a super admin to manage the sub accounts? Technically, the super admin for all SaaSes by default are the owner of the LTD, the first email address that creates the account. Cool. Donald's back. All right. Let's see what else. Justin, to manage sub accounts, it'd be great to have options like Plug and Paid, Thrive, Pabbly. Oh, Pabbly subscriptions. But do you want to include Pabbly subscriptions even though it's not white label, right? Thrive has option for branding, Plug and Paid has option for branding, and Cortal has option for branding. I've been wondering about Pabbly subscriptions, their lack of branding for like the last 3 or 4 years. But yet Plug and Paid, Thrive, and if Cortal will have their own built-in subscription management solution, that makes sense, right? Because you're going to have a complete white label solution all throughout. Do you want to insert Pabbly with their branding since they don't have a white label solution, or did they finally acquiesce and say yes, they're going to build a white label solution? I mean, it makes sense to include Pabbly if they're going to have a white label version, but I haven't heard if they're going to actually execute on that. Does anybody know? But there you go, Jack. People are looking for Plug and Paid, Thrivecart, and a built-in Cortal. I think long-term, the built-in Cortal does make sense, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so can we upgrade our plan to a much higher tier in the future in case we need more? And will it still be an LTD? Okay, good question. So let me give you some context on that, Jack. For example, next week, they had a Black Friday launch, right? And that thing went on for like 6 weeks. But after it was done, for people who specifically got agency sub-accounts, Ender had made it so I think it was like until October of the following year, you were still able to upgrade if you got the white label agency version that came with sub-accounts. In other words, let's say people got code 6, right? They knew that, hey, for the next 6 months, I could upgrade to code 9 or code 10 if I bought the white label agency sub-account version, right? That was what NextWeave was allowing at the time. And I was like, that was kind of a genius idea. I don't think I've ever discussed that with you. Is that something that you've considered or something that you want to do? So if people get like code 6, they can stack higher to code 10 because they're going from 3 sub accounts and they want to go up to 12 or they want to go up to 50.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's something we've got that meeting tomorrow where we can discuss some of the things we've gone over today. And then, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I think it's.
I like that. I like that idea. Thank you very much for the suggestion. What are the languages that are currently available now, and can we set our own?
Yeah, so John, yeah, we've had, I think we discussed this earlier. So at the moment it's just English. However, we're looking at like localization and how we can best support that. So as you say, being able to set your own language to change that. But what'd be great is to be able to work with community members, people that bought the LTD, and see how we can best set this up for you, and what works best for yourselves, and the languages you've got, because I know there's all nuances then with localization.
Yep. Justin, good point on Pabbly. Again, I'm just trying to think of having a full white label experience, right? By introducing a brand name Pabbly for a subscription solution tool, that could confuse customers because they're going to be like, oh, I don't know Pabbly. Let's see, like I know Bruce Tech, I know Donald Tech, right? Sorry, Donald, I don't know the name of your company off the top of my head.
Okay.
But the point being is you want to keep the branding throughout the whole customer experience. By introducing and interjecting a different brand, you may have issues in the workflow. You have customers who may get confused and they may not make a payment. That may cause dunning issues, cancellation issues, subscription issues, et cetera, et cetera. So yes, Justin, that's why I mentioned what I did. Justin was thinking more about multiple options. I agree. We're just trying to find out what are the ones that maybe Jack should apply first. But I think long term, it makes sense to not be dependent on a third party API. Yeah. Vishnu says, have you implemented a 2-factor or multi-factor authentication?
Not yet. But if the community wants that, then we can look at adding that. Would that be Google authenticated text, email confirmation? It's definitely something we can do.
Perfect. I think that makes sense on. I'll go there. It makes sense on the enterprise ones on 9 and 10. I totally agree on that. Okay, so we'll move on. I think we're doing giveaway number 4.
Ooh.
I think we'll do giveaway number 4. So let's go ahead
3
and
or 4?
share. 3 or 4?
Three.
3. This is number 3. Yeah.
Is this number 3 right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, this number 3.
Okay. Let me go ahead and take a screenshot here so that way we can save it for the group for
Umar and Sujana so far.
Yeah. Yep. Cool. Perfect. Okay, screenshot captured. Moving on to the next draw.
Drum roll, please.
Right.
I've got a good amount of people. Oh.
Guys. Oh, there you go. Hooray.
There you go. Well done.
Yeah, absolutely deserves it.
All right, I'm going to take a screenshot there too. With all the confetti. I got the screenshot with the confetti. He's going to look He's going to be the VIP of all the winners. All right. That being said, we're running short on time. I have to thank everyone for sticking with us for the past 90 minutes. I don't think I've ever seen a live stream like this in Martech that's been this active for this long. I have 25 people still in here. I have a crap ton of likes, a lot of love, hearts. Appreciate that. Congrats. Okay, let me move on down to the next couple questions. I'm going to try to shotgun it. The Gail asks, when is the 20% off ending? I don't think we have a specific end date, or do you, Jack, of when that's going to end?
No, nothing specific at the moment. I think although we were looking at running for 2 weeks, I believe, and then until the end of the year it was at 10%. So it's the first 2 weeks of December that we were running it, and then the last 2 weeks are down to 10% until the end of the year.
So it's not a specific date, but you have a week in mind?
Sorry,
for the 20% off discount?
Yeah, so that was the first 2 weeks of December was the 20% that we discussed, and then the last 2 we stepped down to 10%. Is what we're looking at. And then
we'll announce it inside Martech. We'll announce it inside the group that the 10% off will start on December 15th. Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Okay. Juan says, any conversations on integrating with existing LTDs like NextWeave or Cortal? Okay. So while I'd like to build a Martech ecosystem of SaaS platforms that are integrated, right? And Juan knows that. I'd love to do that. One, how would you like to see NextWeave integrated specifically with Cortal, right? Maybe with the lead gen portion of people who, like, let's say, leave a chat, and then there's a NextWeave video, like an intro with that person's name. But besides that, because it's not huge on lead gen, what other kind of personalization would you like to see? I know there's going to be invoices, but usually those are tailored ahead of time. I'm just trying to think of, and guys, please, I could use the use cases. I'm more than happy to go tell Ender. You guys know that. Oh, by the way, hi Ender. We'll do a live stream this Thursday with NextWeave. But how would you guys like to see NextWeave and Cortal come together? I'm kind of interested on that. Vishnu asks, any single sign-on support?
At the moment, I think, although we were looking at
just hearing that.
I believe, and then
I think I'm hearing myself again there.
So,
yeah, sorry. Yeah, single sign-on. It's something we're looking at for sort of the enterprise end. So you sort of 9-10 stack. We've not got it in there, but it will be, sort of mapped to the enterprise end of this. But yeah, it'd be good to have a chat if you've got anything in mind, Vishnu, where you'd like it, what sort of SSO you'd prefer, and how we can add that in for you.
The thing that worries me about Vishnu, about single sign-on support, is that could break the white label experience unless Facebook or any of the other companies would allow an application with a generic name to keep some sort of, let's say, a gray label name, right? Let's say we just call it lead management and it has like a little gray icon, or CRM and it has a gray icon. If they're willing to approve that, okay, cool, right? As long as it doesn't break the white label experience, I'm totally down for it. I don't know if they'll allow that, and I guess that's something they'll have to figure out in testing. Vishnu, thank you for letting us know that was giveaway number 3 for Sarang. John says, so we can buy split payment. I don't see the option during checkout. John, after this, I'll have we'll have Jack take a look and see what's going on. Maybe we have to apply another link in description or someplace. So apologize for that, but we'll take a look at it.
Definitely set it up, but we'll have a look.
There you go. Congrats, Sarang. Dreams really do come true, says Nick. You're going to Disneyland. There you go.
I feel flattered. It's
you made someone's dream come true. There you go, Jack. There you go.
I didn't expect that tonight, but
someone says, John Doe says, Facebook user, this looks like a beast. Yes, I agree with you, but John Doe, that doesn't also count to be part of the giveaway because you haven't given the stream your permission. So please, I'm going to put myself at the very bottom. Right here, this ticker tape, please follow the instructions here so that way when we see your name, it doesn't show up like Facebook user. We can actually see like your legit name. I'm trying to point down there. There you go. So we can actually see your name during the giveaway when we do giveaway number 4 here in just a sec. Sarang, thank you everyone for the wishes. I finally won. There you go. Very interesting. Again, John Doe, Facebook user. Hopefully, if you're someone else different, please give StreamYard permission. You'll see that right along the bottom there. Damn, seeing Donald after a long time. Donald looks good. I haven't seen him in a little bit. Yeah. All right, Donald, we're gonna focus on you a little bit. Say hi, buddy.
Hi. I'm good. Yeah, just been a very busy running the agency business in the daytime, and it doesn't help that it's like midnight over here right now.
I feel so bad for you. Not only are you staying up late, but then you have me bugging you, always talking to you about the giveaways and the approvals for Martech. So thank you for being a good trooper, and I appreciate that. Love you, Donald.
No
okay. Now that we're finally caught up, let me go ahead and do a quick recap, right? So, number 1, we have a rev share, 30% off. There you go for everybody. So take a screenshot. Number 2, roadmap, right down there. Please drop your thoughts, comments, and votes. Number 3, here is the link to go to the LTD. Number 4, here is your discount code for the LTD. We can thank Jack. Thank you, buddy, for giving us discount codes, making it possible for everyone. We will give everyone the ability to do split payments as soon as the live stream is done, as soon as I get Jack off the camera here. That being said, let's jump on to the giveaway number 4. All right, here we go.
Drum roll. Ooh.
Sammy
Whee!
Quang. All right, there you go.
Congrats.
Yeah,
Sammy,
congratulations.
There we go. Let's take another screenshot for Sammy.
Got another one.
Perfect.
Got one more to go.
Last one. And let's see. Sammy. Yay, you won. All right. Justin asks, anyone want to buy Client Joy, Sweet Dash, or Swill Enterprises? Hey,
Love it,
that's
love
not allowed
it.
here, Martech, Justin. You know the rules. You know the rules. No selling at Martech. We don't want the banhammer to come down on you. Delete that. Delete that. You're already part of the giveaway. You're already part of the giveaway.
Love it.
Vishnu. Justin. Vishnu. No, that was actually number 4, Vishnu. That was number 4. Sarang. Congrats, Sammy. Prevail. Okay, I got to let Donald go, guys, because Mario's eyeing to be the last winner there. I got to let Donald go because it's getting really, really late over there. So let me do one more last giveaway, Donald, and then I can let you go to sleep.
Thanks. Sure.
Thank you. I apologize. And for all of you guys that have been with us for the last hour and a half, I appreciate that. Again, for those of you who joined, the 2 teammate add-on codes that you'll get is add-on to your existing purchase of Cortal. The 2 teammates, Jack and I will hunt you guys down, or you just reach us on the Facebook page, or we'll hunt you down and get you, reach out to you. But again, you'll have to give us your email addresses for your Cortal accounts, so that way we can add on your 2 teammates to everyone who was partaking in today's live stream. So there you go. All right, last giveaway. Jack, please feel free to jump in or correct me if I made a mistake on anything there.
No, it's all good.
Cool. Mario's eyeing me. Hey, buddy, I'm looking at you too. I'm looking at you too. So I hope you win. All right, here we go. I got to come up with some music in the background.
Again.
Omar, no,
Again.
sorry, buddy, I can't do that. That's not fair to everybody else. I knew that might happen, right? I was thinking, God, I hope that doesn't happen. Anyways, funny. Umar, you already won, buddy. I know you're not going to worry if I give your deal to someone else. That guy has amazing luck today, right? I've never seen that happen on like a live stream where someone won a giveaway twice, even if it wasn't using the StreamYard giveaway tool. So let's try that one more time. Anyways, I really got to come up with some official music here. There we go.
Oh,
There you go.
well
you
done. Congrats, Larry.
Fantastic.
I'm going to tell you guys something about Larry. When I had my birthday in October, and I sent Larry a video message, Larry was the first person to send me a happy birthday. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do something nice for this guy. So I gave him a video message back. So, hey, brother, nice to see you. Thank you for joining us. Umar, the double champ. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
He was on a roll, right? He was on a roll. But we had to be fair to everybody. Congrats, Larry. Reach out to us, to all the 5 winners. Reach out to us on the Facebook page. Justin, don't forget to reach out to me personally. And guys, we're going to do more of these lotteries in the future, as long as Donald lets us do more live streams in the future. I'm going to try to do it on Fridays, if that's okay. But we're going to make it much shorter. We're going to do it a half hour, probably to 40 minutes max. We're not doing any more of this 1.5 hours.
No.
I know that's killing you, Donald. That's killing you. But I apologize to Donald. Thank you, everyone, for sticking with us. Thank you all. Francois, thank you for joining us.
Congrats to all the winners.
There you go. Sidewall, thank you for joining us. Prevail, you too. I'm just going through the comments. Hey guys, that's it for today's show. Larry Tan, Sammy, Sujana, Umar, and then there was number 3 was Sajang. Number 3 was Sajang was number 3. Sammy was number 4. Larry Tan was number 5. Sajang was number 3. There you go. Sajang was number 3. I have the photo here. Yeah. Okay, cool. Have a good one, guys. We'll probably schedule it hopefully for this Friday, and we'll probably do it at the same time. We're going to try to make it a heck of a lot shorter. Don't forget your discount codes, and don't forget to join us in the Facebook group. Yeah, Sajang, exactly. Congrats, everyone. And thank you all for sticking with us. Donald, thank you
Cheers,
for being
guys.
a trooper. Jack, we'll talk to you later. Have a good one,
Yeah.
guys.
Have a good one,
See you
guys.
guys.
Speak soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Appreciate it, guys. See ya.